Long ago, beyond the mountains where clouds rested on the earth, there was a kingdom called Elmorin. It was not the largest kingdom, nor the richest, but it was the most peaceful. The reason for this peace was its ruler. King Saladin, the wise King Saladin, did not become wise because he was born that way. In his youth, he was proud and impatient, like many young princes. But life taught him lessons that gold and power never could. Unlike other kings, Saladin did not enjoy long speeches. His throne room was famous not for loud commands, but for silence. When people came to him with problems, he listened carefully sometimes for a long time before saying even a single word. Many visitors were surprised, is he truly wise? They whispered, or is he simply quiet? But those who lived in Elmorin knew the truth. Every word the king spoke carried weight. When two farmers argued over land, King Saladin listened until both were exhausted. Then he said, "The land is tired of your anger. Rest, and tomorrow you will find a fair solution." And they did when a general demanded war against a neighboring kingdom. The king replied, "A sword can win a battle." But wisdom wins. Generations' war was avoided, and trade replaced conflict. The lesson of the broken crown one winter, disaster struck. A powerful storm destroyed villages and crops. Hunger spread and fear followed. The people looked to the king for answers. The advisors urged him to raise taxes and protect the palace instead. King Saladin removed his golden crown and placed it on the empty throne. "This crown is useless," he said. "If my people suffer," he sold the royal treasures, opened the palace stores, and worked alongside farmers rebuilding homes. For the first time, the people saw their king with mud on his hands. From that day on, the throne remained mostly empty. The king ruled not from gold, but from among his people. The 3 tests of wisdom 1 year. 3 visitors arrived from distant lands, each claiming to be wiser than King Saladin. The first said, "Wisdom is knowledge." "I have read 10,000 books," the second said. "Wisdom is power." "I command armies," the third said. "Wisdom is wealth." "I control trade," and gold. The king invited them to stay to the scholar. He gave a problem involving human suffering. The scholar could quote books, but could not help to the general. He gave a conflict that required peace, not force. The general failed to the merchant. He showed a poor village with nothing to trade. The merchant turned away. Then the king said, "Wisdom is none of these alone. Wisdom is knowing what is needed in each moment." The visitors left in silence. The king and the child. One day, a small child entered the palace without fear. Guards rushed forward, but the king stopped them. The child asked, "My father says you are the wisest man alive. Are you?" The king smiled. "No, I am only learning." The child frowned. "Then why do people obey you?" King Saladin knelt and answered, "Because I obey truth." The child laughed and ran away. But the king remembered that moment for the rest of his life. The final choice in his old age. The king grew weak. His advisors begged him to choose a successor from among powerful nobles. Instead, he chose a simple judge known for fairness. Wisdom, the king said, is not found in bloodlines, but in character. When King Saladin died, there were no statues built. No great monuments, but every village had a story, and every story began the same way. Once, there was a wise king who ruled not by fear, not by gold, but by understanding, and because of him, the kingdom of Elmorin remained peaceful long after his throne was empty.